Well, Syracuse still needs that signature win to bolster its tournament chances and has quite the opportunity to do so on the road. Welcome to this web edition of Cuse Countdown ahead of Syracuse and Duke from Cameron Indoor Stadium and alongside Cooper Boardman, Tim Leonard. I'm No Eagle, and Tim, on a scale of 1 to 10, how psyched were you with that UNC win? Look at the tie again. He brings out the tie again.
It was just a good, fun game to watch. No allegiances, just a good game to watch.
Weird brag, yes, of course. All right, let's get right down to it, Cooper. Syracuse really needs this victory. How do they do it?
Well, Noah, my key to the game is make those threes. For Syracuse, it's a team that has been up and down from beyond the arc all season long, and Duke defensively holds its opponents to below 45% from inside the arc. We've seen teams against Duke really struggle. Louisville, 5 of 20 from deep. They lost that game by 20-plus points. There's a reason for that.
Yeah, I think it's big for them to make some threes, but I'm actually going to go a different route. I'm going to say attack the paint in this one for Syracuse. In theory, with Marvin Bagley Jr., who may or may not play, but also Wendell Carter, two of the biggest front court players in the nation, you'd think Duke has a pretty good interior defense, but actually that's not really the case. In that NC State game, that NC State upset Duke, they scored 44 points inside. So that's kind of the recipe to beat Duke. Attack the basket, be aggressive, maybe jumpstart that offense a little bit like we saw against UNC. When that Syracuse offense gets going a little bit faster, they look a little bit better.
Honestly, inside, outside, Syracuse just needs to score against Duke. Yeah. So, Tim, can they get it done?
I think they will score a little bit, but they're still not going to get it done, unfortunately. I've got Duke winning it 83-73, so a pretty high-scoring game by Syracuse standards, relatively. But at the end of the day, I think Duke just has too much talent. You look at the names on this roster: Grayson Allen, Trayvon Duval, Marvin Bagley. Again, he's injured, but still Wendell Carter Jr. is down low. That's way more talent than Syracuse has, so I'm going to give the edge to the home team.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. I'm going Duke 78, Syracuse 65, and you said it all. Grayson Allen rejuvenated over the last few games, especially with the Marvin Bagley injury. This is a Duke team that has lost one time in Cameron Indoor Stadium, and that was to the #2 team in the country in Virginia at the time. Duke should roll easily over Syracuse.
All right, well, let's not forget Syracuse did roll into Duke 2 years ago and got that big-time win. They really need it this time out. I'm not surprised that you went with the team from North Carolina, Tim.
It's the rival.
It's a tradition unlike any other, and that's all the time we have for this web edition of Cuse Countdown. As always, check us out on social media at CitrusTV Sports and online at CitrusTV.com to check out all of our webisodes. For Cooper Boardman, Tim Leonard, I'm No Eagle. See you so long, and enjoy the game.